Hi guys, and in this lecture we are going to look at how to stretch or shrink the time of our video. Please, I hope you downloaded your project file. It was in the lectures before, and open with me the stunt stretching. It's nice that you open and follow up with me. I'll double click to open it, and here I have a video that is 5 or less than 5 seconds, and it's a very beautiful video. Look at these two guys coming in. By the way, this is from Pixabay, and you can get all kinds of movies there. It's free and you can use it anywhere you want. Now what I want to do is to make that video a bit speedier. I don't like the speed. I want it much speedier so these guys can fly better. How do I do that? Well, of course you can come and change your settings in the footage, but that's not what we want. We want just to work on this layer because we want to use this video somewhere else in our project. So what I do, I come to this icon here that's expand or collapse, the in-out duration and stretch pans. Let's open it. And what do we see? We see in, out, duration and stretch. This is a very special, I would say, settings. The in, if you click on in and click only on the in, you can decide where your in point of the layer will start. Let's say I put a 10, that will be 10 frames, and you notice it has moved to 10 frames. If I press I will go to the in point of the layer, and it is at 10 frames as you can see here. Now also you can change the out, but of course you're not gonna stretch it or anything. You're gonna change just the out. I write 500 for 5 seconds, and you notice your out point now, if I select my layer, press O, the out point is at 5 seconds. That is very practical when you are very precise. Actually, it's not very practical because you need to keep all this open to do these ones. But nevertheless, we have tons of videos here. It will be practical. Fine, let's return it. So the in point, we'll put it back to 0. Here you are. Fine. Now there is duration and stretch. So actually, you can change the duration using the duration time or using the stretch. Let's start with the duration time. I click on it and I say, okay, I want this video to become 300. That's 3 seconds. And you notice the stretch factor now is 68 point something %. Click OK. But before I click OK, I'm sure you know that because you have done the section before. It is the in point that is fixed. So the starting of the layer is fixed and it's going to stretch from the end. Or I can make current frame or the layer out point. In our case, the way we have positioned here, the layer in point to be fixed will be cool with us, and make it 300. Notice how it has stretched in, and if I play it now, it's quite speedy. Of course, I'm not using any blending here. It's not necessary when you are making things speedier. Here you are, your movie has changed. Now it's also changed to 68%. Let's click again and say, okay, I want a 75% or even more, 50%. And immediately the timing, if I press O, I notice that my video is now 2 seconds and 4 frames, and it is very speedy. So this is time stretch. This is how you use it. But now let's look at something else. What happens if I make it 300? The video now is very slow, and notice what's happening. Of course, you have some issues that you need to resolve, but for this stunt is quite beautiful. So now you have used the stretch to make your movie a bit longer. Of course, you can use frame blending, and let's look at the effect. Maybe we do come here and show you the frame blending. You notice the ghosting is too much now. If I use frame blending, let's use pixel motion, much better, and without anything is the best, by the way, for this video. Other videos might have another case. That's why I chose this video, so it has no complication. And this is how you stretch a video within your composition and within the layer. Now notice this is pretty practical because you can come in here and say, okay, I can move it down a bit. Okay, you're doing random work now. You see, okay, that's what I want. Notice that you are working on the whole layer. It's not a part of the layer. If you want to play games here using the stretching, maybe you need to split your layer, adjust things. It's quite hard to do that. Fine. So this is about stretching, and this is how you use it. You can do extraordinary things here. And I would like you to come to After Effects, open this project, and play around with the stretch. Give it a try, because later on it will become extremely easy for you to play lots of time games with your videos. See you in the next lecture.